Hello! I thought we'd talk about a new Netflix series that has recently arrived called Kengan Ashura. I'm probably going to butcher all of the Japanese names and phrases through this, by the way. It is about a fighting tournament that is held between big businessmen in Japan. Basically, from olden times, merchants would have warriors fight on their behalf in order to ascend the sort of merchants guild, I suppose, if you want to call it that. That's got a proper name in the series, but essentially it's an excuse for companies to have crazy muscle dude fighting men beating the crap out of each other in order to gain money and power. We follow the fighter Omar Takita, if I'm saying that right, and his put upon that's what you call it, business owner, Kazuya Yamashita. Yamashita doesn't actually own a business. He's put in place as a sort of proxy by his boss, who gives him money to set up a sort of shell company in order to give him more goes in the tournament. And what's funny is he's the comic relief. While there's all these big dudes beating the crap out of each other, Yamashita is the comic relief because he's gotten in deeper than he thought he ever would. He's massively in debt as a result of his boss screwing him over as part of this deal, and he constantly keeps making decisions that are based on panic and stress that all of the other businessmen in the competition think are genius business ideas, and that he's such a cool customer because he keeps like saying stupid things or making stupid bets, and they think that he's just a real tough nut, and you hear that his inner thoughts and that he's, you know, basically having a nervous breakdown all the way through this. It's from a manga. Never read the manga, never heard of it before. The nearest comparison I can say is it's like Baki, the series, where Baki was about one guy just doing all these fighting competitions. This is, whilst it's focused on our main character, you get more fights and you get more satisfaction from the fights because they are all these great big overpowered dudes beating each other, and they've got good fight animations, good fight choreography, but you have the fights resolve within each episode. I don't think there's any fights that ran over more than one episode, and you get a nice variety of fighters. You've got jiu-jitsu people, karate, MMA, jeet kundo, people with obviously made up fighting styles. What it shares with Baki is that when someone is about to do a special technique or some sort of special move, you get a break in the action where the narrator gives you a little bit of background to the special move and explains how cool it is and how powerful it is, so you fully understand when they use it. I like that, and it uses a different style of animation for flashbacks and explanations even. If you like watching martial arts, manga or those type of cartoons, then this is great fun. It is violent, there's lots of blood and people beating the crap out of each other, but there is a story you can follow through with it. I'd really like to see the second part of this series already. It goes somewhere with the story, whereas Baki just felt like it was treading water, and this just feels like a more rounded product. There's another series from the same creator, so it's not on Netflix in the UK at the moment, called How Heavy Are the Dumbbells That You Lift, which when I was looking into this series sounds like a fun series as well. It could be rubbish, but I might try and look that up online somewhere and see if I can catch an episode. But this is definitely worth watching on Netflix if you want a nice, easy, fun, sort of violent martial arts watch.